80 suppers. Let me see. What I'm gonna try to do. Let me see if that's gonna work. Mm-mm. Mm. Hmm. 80 sippers. Hey, Tisa. Hey, Carla. Hey, Janet. Hey, T sippers. Ooh, wee, man. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's always something, ain't it? If it ain't one thing, it's another. Stop this from blinking. Yep, it's a bunch going on. It's a bunch going on. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, y'all. It's a bunch going on. There's always something going on. Always. Y'all come on in, hitting the like button. Come on in, hitting the like button. Ooh, yeah, I can't. Ooh. I want to vent about MO3. I was listening to some talk to talk. Ooh, wee. I mean, you know. Ooh, them bad. Ooh, them bad. Man, I mean, I've been when you start looking at cowboy boots or anything, you know, they take over your whole everything, don't they? Now all I'm seeing is ads for cowboy boots.
Sprinkle little bitch. I don't feel one.
Ooh, and these babies right here that they showing me bad red bottoms. God, dog. I don't even want to see how much they cost. I think I need to just stick where I'm at, y'all. I don't even want to let y'all see these bad babies red at the bottom. Knowing black my favorite color. I mean, you can't go wrong with black. I was trying to get something other than just a straight black, baby. But these right here, I'm scared to even check to see how much these bad babies cost. I'm scared to check, y'all. AunTeaFee, you scared? Look at them bad babies right there. They red bottoms, they say. What? Why you on my timeline? Where you come from? Ain't them sweet? I'm not gonna even check the price on them. Shoe fly. Don't bother me. I got an event or two. They need to go on somewhere with that cowboy stuff. Oh, and y'all know I say you got your feet on the ground. Where the fans at? Them bad. I like them, but I'm gonna move on past them. So listen, I was listening to some MO3 talk, and as long as this MO3 case has been going on, some of these people who act like they know some of everything, you know, always listening, but don't pay attention, don't retain nothing. Always asking questions, and some of the stuff that these people be asking, you should already know. But this is what happens when you let any and everybody come in and change the narrative, and then you get lost in the sauce with the facts. And then when somebody make you sound and look dumb, then you feel some type of way. And you know me, I'm looking like, ugh. Folk just can you see? This is what happens for folk who smoke all of that. You can't retain shit. Either you popping pills or you smoke too much, because you can't remember nothing. And I'm just listening. Thinking, child. Child, anybody can come and throw some folks these narratives, and they change right on up with the narrative. They believe any and everybody. They bypass the facts. And although some of the stuff is in the paperwork, some of the stuff is in the paperwork, and you asking somebody because they from the DFW. How many times y'all gonna keep asking these people the same stuff? And then y'all act like they not gonna switch it up on you. Hell, because if you was paying attention, you would have already known that they done already answered that question. And if they all tied together, they all do business together. If the word goes out to spin the narrative, then guess what, dum-dum? You finna get a narrative switch. Duh. What the paperwork say? So if the paperwork say A, B, and C, why are you asking somebody about A, B, and C? What the paperwork say? If the defense and the state is going based off of what the paperwork say, why are you asking somebody who wasn't there? A word on the street, word in the hoods, they saying this, that. So they speculating too. Were they there? What the paperwork say? You understand? So it just get irritating to me. It just get really, really irritating. And then when folk make them sound dumb, they get mad. Well, dummy, you sound dumb asking some of these questions that y'all be asking. Because if they subpoenaed, if they tied to it, related to it, I mean, if they say it's certain shit they can't say, what that mean? What that mean? That mean they gonna tell you the truth? If they say they subpoenaed, if they say they tied to it, related to it, you know, closely involved with it, and you asking them shit that could get them hemmed up, what you think they gonna tell you? You think they gonna tell you the truth? I'm just saying, y'all. How long MO3 got assassinated in November 2020? It's gonna be November 2025. So what we doing? Hey, Brian. Hey. Ooh, I got that. Yeah, so I'm just saying, y'all, this is crazy to me. Paperwork say they cell phones, they was communicating outside of old girl apartment. It said the cell towers. So unless that paperwork has changed, what, the cell towers were twisted now? I mean, what? The cell, it says that the cell towers shows that the two people were the original two people were communicating outside the apartment. So what that mean? I'm just asking y'all. I'm just asking. I'm asking for the people in the back. So when somebody say, well, why are they being tried? Why are they court dates on the same day? Were they both outside? Were they, huh? Were they both communicating? Huh? Am I tripping? Are they slow? Which one is it? Am I tripping? Or are they slow? So how you gonna let somebody come in and change up the narrative? I don't get that, y'all. I don't get that. I don't get it. But you know, hey, you know, I don't. You know, I'm glad they don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing, especially if you're slow. I just can't. Go on, keep asking the same people the same thing, and let them play in your face, because that's what's happening. But you trust that though. they trust people playing in their face though. Ooh, they love them. They can't stand AunTeaFee. Now they'll get in my bushes and listen. So I hope they listening. You look dumb. You look dumb. you sound dumb. Because you let these people play in your face. And I'm going to say this once and I'm going to say it again. When Rainwater was telling y'all, asses the truth, y'all didn't believe him. So why would he tell y'all the truth? Now the folk are subpoenaed to go to court, to get on the witness stand. Again, I'm going to say, when somebody is telling you the truth, why, and you didn't believe them, why keep, first of all, why keep asking that same person questions if you don't believe them? And he done already told y'all that he gonna tell y'all anything. Now, because y'all didn't believe, so he just had y'all skipping and running all over the head instead of you just sticking with the facts. What's in the paperwork? What's in the paperwork? And until more is added, so you know. Tom, okay, if he do, fine. So you came over here to say what, Tom? Tom dumb. How long you been saying that? You've been saying that since he been locked up. And if he do pardon him, that's okay, because he got a state case coming. And when he lose on the state case, that will show that he is a convicted felon. Guess what's gonna happen? Ain't shit nobody can do once the state get him. And guess what's gonna happen? He gonna unalive himself, or he going back to prison. He goes. And he gonna still have to bend over for Bubba. Now what? Tom Dumb. Trump already know Diddy got some on him. I said that the other day. I said that he has recordings. And he been having stuff on Diddy. I mean, Diddy been having stuff on him. I said that. They do have some big on Diddy. So stop. Stop, because you lying. Absolutely have big stuff on Diddy. And speaking of, that's why the judge is denying his bond. Very slow, Janet. That's why the judge is denying his bond. He said that the jury got it wrong. The judge knows that he paid off. That's why he's still in there for prostitution. Because obviously, Tom Dumb, you ain't been paying attention. You just talking. Okay. Well, okay, so if you keep on, I'm finna be biased. You gonna let me run my show? Or you finna try to control the narrative? Are you gonna sit back and shut up and let me run my show? Or you gonna keep typing? Let me know now. Because I know you see my title. The judge said they got it wrong. And that's why his ass keeps getting denied. The judge says the jury got it wrong. That there was evidence that was presented that for whatever reason they looked over. And they did not follow his direction on purpose. Okay, let me tell you what the judge is saying. So because of that, his ass is staying in there. And because of that, a prosecution, the acting AG is looked over it and said, oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. He need more. He need more than the 10 years. Yeah. So now they asking for more than the 10 max on each person because the jury was rigged. And the law says, are you ready? Because you must not have been paying attention, Tom Dumb. He has the right, the judge, the federal judge, to go past that if he so choose to. It don't matter. That's not what the law said. The law don't say in the circumstances that he has to have a criminal record for a federal judge to see the need. You better do your research. So I've asked you once, are you gonna shut up and let me run my show? Are you gonna hit my Cash App to continue to try to control my narrative? You gonna send a super chat or a super sticker? Are you gonna support my platform? Or are you gonna sit back and enjoy the show? Or am I gonna have to remove you? Are you gonna sit back and enjoy the show, Mr. Tom Dunn? Or am I gonna have to remove you? Because you ain't sending a super chat, super sticker. You ain't sending no jewels. You ain't done nothing. You trying to control the Diddy narrative over here. You in the wrong place, boo. So tell me what you're going to do so I know what to do. You going to sit back and enjoy the show? You going to keep typing to try to control the narrative? Or you going to support my platform? Or am I going to have to remove you? Tell me. Can you comment and tell me which route we going to go? What you going to do? You going pay the cost to talk that talk? You going to shut up? Am I going to have to put you out? Which way we going to do this, Mr. Tom Dunn? Don't get quiet now. I need for you to comment so I know what we doing since you tried to take over. Okay, so you want me to remove you. You think it's a joke. Okay. Y'all say bye to Tom Dunn. Bye. Bye. Come back another day when you can follow my rules my regulations and my guidelines. Y'all wave Tom bye. Bye, Tom Dunn. Boy, you need to get up out of old boy butt like that now. I told y'all I got some rest last night. Bye. Bye. Double tap. Or hit the 3. Yes, indeed. Janet, you mind if I give you a mind stick today so that you can help me just in case somebody gotta go? Do you mind? Let me know, Janet. I don't want to give it to you if you don't want it. So listen. Oh boy tried to. Oh boy, oh girl. I don't know which one it is. Okay, let me give it to you. There you go. So, I guess they wanted me off of MO3 too, huh? Where is it? Where old boy was talking about the judge. Man, that was the picture I wanted right here. Diddy connection to Epstein. Let me hear this. I haven't listened to it. We can listen together. How about that? Then I'm going to go to where the judge, old boy was saying it the other day when he was reading where the paperwork where it mentioned a minor, talking about all he got is prostitution. There was a minor in 2. And y'all wondering why the judge won't let him out. It's just about prostitution. That may be all he got convicted of. But there was way more in there that we didn't get the opportunity to hear. He suppressed it so that Diddy and them couldn't come back and appeal it. That's why they are begging Trump. Because they know that the judge positioned it that left them to be not able to appeal. Yeah. He honored all them requests that they was asking for, just about suppressed evidence and everything, so that it would cripple their appeal. He played right into their hands. When old boy, he played into their hands beforehand, but he dang sure played into it. And when that juror an hour in saying, oh no, I'm not going to be able to follow the judge's rules, that judge was smart enough to know at that time what was going down. He was smart enough to know that if they were following his instructions, that it should not have been that complicated. And that's why Diddy ass is still in there. So when they say money talk and BS walk, not with Judge Arun. He said, keep that, put that on your books, sir. Yeah. All your head nodding and trying to imply this and trying to imply that. Yeah, no. Okay. So let me hear this. I didn't get a chance. Did the connection to the Epstein file exposed? Let's hear what they're saying.
The person our producer talked to at the White House tried to throw us off the scent. We're on camera, so be careful.
Tried to throw them up. Oh, did he just stutter? Did he just stutter? Did Harvey Levin just stutter?
The person our producer talked to at the White House tried to throw us off the scent. We're on camera, so be careful.
Did he just stutter? What?
What I'm about to say might disgust you, but this week it looked like
House? Tried to throw us off the scent. We're on camera, so be careful.
Y'all, what was that? What was that? What was that? Did he just stutter? Did he just get tripped up? I don't think we ever heard him do that, have we?
Our producer talked to at the White House. Tried to throw us off the scent. We're on camera, so be careful.
Yeah, I
The
can't
White
get.
House tried to throw us off the scent. We're on camera, so be careful.
How long I've been telling y'all they was connected?
what I'm about to say might disgust you, but this week it looked like there was a real connection forming between Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, we know people, real people, who have seen those real connection forming between Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, we know people, real people, who have seen those files. We've spoken to people connected to both cases, and what we know is as dangerous as it is disturbing. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. We can't reveal everything we know, not just yet. What we can tell you is just enough to show you how deep this thing goes and why this story isn't going away. So stick around, because what you're about to see is straight.
So when did TMZ get it? Did they just get this? How long has AunTeaFee been saying that they was connected? Before this Epstein file stuff even came out and they was talking about pardoning, Trump pardoning Diddy, what did I say? I said Trump got his own issues. He better leave Diddy where he at. They already connected. They been connected. And if he didn't want folks snooping into the stuff that he got going on, trying to protect Diddy, he better let Diddy stay where he at. Y'all don't remember me saying that? Now, I know these white folk been knowing this. If I done picked it up, I know I didn't beat them to the party. Sound like it though. But this is what I'm talking about when you have facts and you let people come in with their narrative and then have you running around in circles instead of just sticking with the facts and parking it. Not letting people play in your face with all these different stories and shit. I mean, that was kind of what I was trying to say with the MO3 stuff. I am never going to remove facts for fictions or storylines or narratives. Are you crazy? That don't make sense to me. But, you know, I have come to the terms that everybody don't think like AunTeaFee think. But I'm never going to remove facts for fictions or feelings. Facts are solid. Everything else changes. But let's listen to what they're saying.
From the inside. So people like Attorney General Pam Bondi were, this story isn't going away. So stick around, because what you're about to see is straight from the inside. So people like Attorney General Pam Bondi were flaunting around the Epstein files in February of this year. You even had people like Kash Patel, who has been deeply...
So this means this is bigger than a Harvey Levin's inside connection. I can't think of the angry old white guy. You know, his plug. You know, his reliable source. It is deeper than his reliable source. This is why they ready to make Diddy, you know, play with Diddy the way Diddy play with other people. See, they finna make him jump through hoops. And guess what? There's still a possibility that he still don't pardon him because he can't trust Diddy. Diddy done already threatened. Okay? If y'all don't think that Diddy attempted to send, I told y'all, he sent a kite. He sent something to Trump. Why else would he even come out and make a statement? He ain't made no statement about GHISLAINE. I told y'all that. So I'm gonna tell you now, Harvey didn't do well being stumped yesterday. He didn't do well. Let's go. Let me listen.
Embedded in Trump's orbit, saying that Jeffrey Epstein didn't commit suicide and that the files are indeed real. But our sources files in February of this year.
So I guess now Harvey Levin knows that there is a list. I want to listen, y'all, but I mean, this is funny to me. Now his little partner here, whoever he is, this is my first time seeing him. Shocking discovery. Shit ain't no discovery. Hell, I've been knowing. I've been trying to tell y'all. Every time you said it wasn't a list, what AunTeaFee said, yes it is. There is a list. If Donald Trump is though 174, that where's 173, 172, 1711? Where they at? But let's listen.
You even had people like Kash Patel, who has been deep, and why this story isn't going away. So stick around, because what you're about to see is straight from the inside. So people like Attorney General Pam Bondi were flaunting around the Epstein files in February of this year. You even had people like Kash Patel, who has been deeply embedded in Trump's orbit, saying that Jeffrey Epstein didn't commit suicide and that the files are indeed real. But our sources, and yes, we're deeply connected inside the White House, have a very different story to tell than the one that's being told.
This is why I stopped.
So now he in the White House.
And you should too.
Whoever their connection was, it wasn't the White House. It was the courthouse.
I am fascinated by this because Patel and Bongino were leading the conspiracy theories about Epstein's death and whether there was a client list. I never thought they would do a flip, but it sounds like they almost have, and they're on board with the notion that it was suicide and there's no list.
Well, very much so. The Department of Justice, with the sign-off of the FBI, released a statement and a memo, Axios first reported it, saying there was no client list.
That it was suicide and there's no list.
Well, very much so. The Department of Justice
theories about Epstein's death and whether there was a client list. I never thought they would do a flip, but it sounds like they almost have, and they're on board with the notion that it was suicide and there's no list.
Well, very much so. The Department of Justice, with the sign-off of the FBI,
they been saying that it was suicide and no list. Ain't that what they said? That they watched him. They watched it. And they know what the signs of suicide is, and it's definitely I mean, this must be. What? They confusing me. Let's listen.
Gino were leading the conspiracy theories about Epstein's death and whether there was a client list. I never thought they would do a flip, but it sounds like they almost have, and they're on board with the notion that it was suicide and there's no list.
Because
very much so.
Trump name
the
is in
Department
there.
of Justice, with the sign-off of the FBI, released a statement and a memo, Axios first reported it, saying there was no client list and there was no suicide.
Now, during all of this, Diddy had been convicted on 2 counts of the Mann Act, which is transporting sex workers across state lines for the purpose of prostitution. And we got word from insiders at the White House that Donald Trump was seriously considering pardoning Diddy. Roll the clip.
This is a big deal. This is a big deal. President Trump is seriously considering pardoning Diddy. And we know this. We have sources with direct knowledge that people from the White House have been in communication with the defense team, Diddy's defense team, and that Trump is seriously considering it, and this is going to be timed to the judge's decision on whether Diddy gets bail.
This would be the ultimate smokescreen, and we've seen for weeks some very major smokescreens, but this one would have to take the cake.
And on the surface, this link kind of starts to make sense, right? Two men, both accused in high-profile sex scandals, both convinced they were being unfairly targeted, and both using the media to frame themselves as victims. But then everything shifted. Diddy was denied bail. After that, Trump came out and said that he once got along with Diddy very well, but that he was leaning towards not pardoning Diddy because Diddy was, quote, very hostile to him during the time that Trump was running for office. Roll the clip.
Sean Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, you know, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well.
Oh, yeah, you
But
did.
when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so
You
nice
knew him
things,
too
right?
well.
And it's hard, you know, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more
He can't
difficult
trust
to
him.
do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I
it
would
sounds
say
like.
so.
Okay.
But it seems like Trump isn't out of tactics to distract the public from the Epstein files quite yet. Yesterday he said this. Roll the clip.
Not sure if you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. President Trump responded.
Are you going to build up there? What does that mean?
What do you? More ways to spend my money.
Can you give us another hint?
I'm going to show you. It's just another way to spend my money for the country. Are you considering a second story? Anything I do is financed by me, so it's not.
It ain't financed by you. He lying.
Sir, are you going to add another level?
Now this is where things get even darker. We've got insider information about Ghislaine Maxwell, the woman many believe holds the keys to Epstein's secrets.
I know people who have seen that file.
Right.
And I know that the Justice Department file is not where it's at. The real juicy stuff where people are named is in the civil lawsuits.
Correct.
And they have been redacted. And everybody's got their eye on the Justice Department, but it's not that file. It is the civil lawsuits where they have names of people. And I told you about one guy who went, I mean, I know the detail, that he went jet skiing where a 15-year-old girl had sex with her on the island. And it's in that file. And it's redacted. So, anywho, I think the Justice Department is we know they're negotiating with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Right, and then she got moved to that
Minimum security prison
camp. Yeah.
So everybody's wondering, what's the next play? Is it a pardon? I don't think it's a pardon. You know what I think this is? And again, this is just a hunch. I think they may put her on house arrest.
We even had Jeffrey Epstein's former defense attorney, Alan Dershowitz, on TMZ Live, and this is what he had to say. Roll the clip.
In any event, she should have her sentence commuted. She should be given total immunity, called before Congress, and she'll tell everything. She knows everything. She made all the reservations. When I had to fly down to represent him in front of the Palm Beach District Attorney's Office or in front of the U.S. Attorney's Office, she's the one who made the arrangement. She knows who was on his plane. She knows who was innocent. If there were any
Hey,
guilty
Queen
people,
Lakers.
she knows who they are. And if
I
you
ain't seen
gave
none of
her
this.
complete immunity and let her out of prison and made a deal with her, this would solve the problem forever.
And now we're hearing whispers that Trump may be offering her a deal in return for information, not just to protect himself, but to possibly use her testimony before Congress as political leverage. Now,
Okay,
all of
y'all.
this raises
I
a
missed
few
all of y'all
uncomfortable
comments. I missed my gems. Okay, so let me acknowledge the people who. Let me go up. Okay, I'm sorry. The likes, if you're on your phone, there's 3 dots. There should be 3 dots at the top, right hand side. Click those 3 dots, and then you should be able to see where you can hit the like button. Bryant. Hi Mo. Hey Vicky. Hey Queen Lakers. Thank you for the floating hearts. My phone was stuck, y'all. I missed all of this. Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go. Okay, before I start back, now I know I'm little. Now I know my numbers be big, and I know a lot of people, YouTube shoots me out. I don't know how to get back on on regular program, but with the way I am streaming, and YouTube would push it out to a whole bunch of people. Now I don't know how this setup is. They can't see the titles. Sometimes they don't even know where they are. So I know the numbers are big. However, I don't know who see me. I just know it'll be a lot of people sometimes in here. Now, they don't say nothing. They don't have time, don't hit the like button, and I have to end the show, right? But it seemed like somebody done been paying a little bit of attention to AunTeaFee. Okay? Cause what they talking about, I know good and damn well. I done already touched bases on this. I know the tea sippers who are with me all the time, what it sounds like they are coming into the knowledge of, I done already touched bases on that, right? Now, I'm sure they can add a little more detail. Like, I don't know nothing about the girl on the jet ski, 15-year-old, and whoever. But as far as they all being connected, they all up under the same a network pyramid. I starting with Maxwell, to Epstein, to Trump, to Diddy, right? Jay-Z. I mean, I just broke it on down to Memphis, didn't I? The other day. I'm sure they ain't went that deep. But AunTeaFee, T-Sippers, we done been that deep though, right? Am I tripping? So you mean to tell me Harvey Levin is just now realizing? Are you trying to tell me TMZ is just now realizing the connection with Diddy, Trump, Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell? Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Have I been the only one talking about that like that? Are y'all still with me, or am I buffing? Or is TMZ NIM just now realizing that they all connected? Are they finna tell us that Diddy got something on Trump, or Trump? Are they? I mean, I know I done said this before. Hey, Samantha, but let's listen.
Questions. So I'm here with Derek, who's a lawyer here at TMZ. So we had credible info that Trump was seriously hearing whispers that Trump may be offering her a deal in return for information, not just to protect himself, but to possibly use her testimony before Congress as political leverage. Now, all of this raises a few uncomfortable questions. So I'm here with Derek, who's a lawyer here at TMZ. So we had credible info that Trump was seriously
late to the Tea Party.
considering a pardon for Diddy.
Thank you for the floating hearts, Janet.
Because it was a disaster waiting to happen. That's why. Diddy is so radioactive. The one value pardoning Diddy provides for Trump is that it would be the ultimate distraction. He's huge in the news, and Trump really wants people talking about something other than Epstein. So I could see the value of the distraction for him. But everything else, Diddy was against him during the campaign. He's been outspoken against Trump. Trump wants no part of being lenient. He's a law and order guy. His constituents expect people to be punished. The other overlap that I thought he might, maybe tiptoe around was, this is an aggressive prosecutor, just like the aggressive prosecutors that came against me. Diddy and I are birds of a feather. We're like each other in that these aggressive feds come after guys who don't deserve to get in trouble. But there's no upside for him. Ultimately, Trump is a transactional guy. He will pardon people when there's something in it for him. If Diddy now bends the knee and says and pleads, sort of his loyalty,
eat his ass.
Maybe, because that's how Trump operates. But absent that, I don't see him doing it.
Speaking of Trump being a transactional guy, how could Trump use Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony before Congress as political leverage?
That is the most interesting one. It's very dangerous for him to get in bed with Ghislaine Maxwell. He wants all the Trump stuff to go. He wants all the Epstein stuff to go away, right? That's his main motivation. Is he doesn't want his name mentioned with Epstein in the same sentence because that is hurting him and it's fracturing his party and his base. So he's nervous about it. But he could use Ghislaine as someone who's
okay, y'all. Let's keep it real. Can somebody put in the comments who, okay, what African American do we have or have we seen over the course of what 20 years have we seen Trump interact with? What receipts have we been able to see with our own eyes over the last 20 plus years? Who can we say that was African American that we have seen Trump interact with? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Can anybody give me anybody other than Diddy? Now, we know he done pardoned some black people. But even the ones he's pardoning, do we have any evidence that they have interacted? Huh? Now, I'm sure it was something in it for him. But we talking about interacting. Pictures. Evidence. Receipts. Now, I know he said, well, I really don't know the guy. Well, we know that's a lie. So here we are having the same type of crimes. Even Epstein. There's evidence that he has. So that Tom Dumb guy, that's just dumb to me. Saying all Diddy has been convicted of is pimping. But that's all pretty much soliciting and pimping that Epstein was found guilty of. And he had that non-prosecution agreement, whatever, the sweetheart agreement. But on paper, yeah, he was awaiting trial for another case. But as far as paper, it was pimping. Same thing as Diddy, right? Diddy got a ton of cases pending as well, right? So for Tom Dumb to come over here playing dumb and saying all that's against him is prostitution, pimping, is crazy. So all this what's happening right now is Judge Arun is not allowing a sweetheart deal for Diddy like Alex Acosta got the sweetheart deal for Epstein. You follow me? You follow me, T-Steppers? He ain't buying it. He ain't budging. He don't care what the jury said. Yeah. But I have the right, by law, as a federal judge, based on all of the evidence, not what was just presented that I suppressed, but I know it's there. Yeah, because they intentionally got it wrong on purpose. So what the judge is saying, not on my watch. Right? I'm just trying to get y'all to understand what's going on. So even if Trump does pardon him, he have a whole nother problem. Because if I know he tied to Diddy and Epstein, other people out there know that Diddy is tied to Trump and Epstein. Y'all understand? I don't think I'm the smartest person. I think if I can connect those dots, other people can too. Now, I'm shocked that it has taken Harvey Levin all this time. He was listening to the wrong people. He should have been listening to AunTeaFee. Kind of sound like somebody been in my bushes. But you know, hey, I don't know. You've been telling people what, Janet? Huh? This is crazy to me. Now they talking about reliable sources. Well, where had they been? You've been saying you had reliable sources all along. That man knew that Trump knew. He knew that. Your reliable source knew that. They just do not have that judge in their pocket right now. And truth be told, he really don't have a Bongino in his pocket right now. I'm just telling you what God love. I don't feel like he wants to. Let's keep listening. Let's just keep listening. Somebody don't want to lie for Trump. Somebody done their research. That's the problem. People don't do their research. People don't do their research. Somebody done said, yeah, his last go round, a lot of them people, a lot of them attorneys and shit, their asses is in trouble. They done got disbarred. You know, they done lost their license. They done been brought up on charges, you know, committing crimes for him. And he don't say nothing about them. He said it don't have nothing to do with him. You know, he just let these people lose their license, lose their job. What? So I don't know if I need to ride this thing with this man like this. I don't like defrauding the country of the U.S. like this. This is not going to end well. Okay, let's keep listening. I'm shocked that they just not getting it. Jay-Z as well. Oh, absolutely. They know this shit is about to blow up. I told y'all, Florida ain't been brought up with Diddy yet. When do they think Florida is coming? Hey, Dwayne, I'm sorry, huh? When do they think that Trump and Diddy and Epstein? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. When do they think Florida's coming? How could they? I said this during that trial. It got to be another case coming. How they just gonna leave out Florida? Florida have all the celebrities and the minors. Come on. Yeah. They right around the corner and down the street from each other. Yeah. Florida was coming. So Trump played dumb. His mama say he's slow. But he can't be that slow that he gonna touch Trump after he done touched Elaine, and Elaine know them both. She got dirt on them both. Oh, okay.
Use Ghislaine Maxwell.
And Lil Rod mentioned Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell in his paperwork. Y'all hit the like button for AunTeaFee. Double tap your screen and hit them 3 dots up at the top. Didn't he bring their name up? What did I say the other day when he read that paperwork? So that means that he's been around. So when he say he got evidence ain't nobody seen, y'all better stay woke. This is why I can't stand when people be, when facts present itself, never erase the facts for fiction or feelings. Never do that. You stay solid, baby, and just park it and wait for it to come up. And Lil Rod, in his paperwork for Diddy and KK, mentions Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Well, will you look at that?
Testimony before Congress is political leverage.
That is the most come after guys who don't deserve to get in trouble. But there's no upside for him. Ultimately, Trump is a transactional guy. He will pardon people when there's something in it for him. If Diddy now bends the knee and says and pleads, sort of his loyalty to Trump, maybe, because that's how Trump operates. But absent that, I don't see him doing it.
Speaking of Trump being a transactional guy,
yeah.
How could Trump use Ghislaine Maxwell's testimony before Congress as political leverage?
That is the most interesting one. It's very dangerous for him to get in bed with Ghislaine Maxwell. He wants all the Trump stuff to go, he wants all the Epstein stuff to go away, right? That's his main motivation, is he doesn't want his name mentioned with Epstein in the same sentence, because that is hurting him, and it's fracturing his party and his base.
As well as MO3.
But he could use Ghislaine as someone who says, I know everything there is to know about Jeffrey Epstein, and you weren't part of anything bad, because she's the most credible person to say that. The problem for Trump, he's transactional. People know this about him, and they will think Ghislaine is transactional and only saying Trump is not involved because Trump has sort of given her something as part of a deal. So they won't really believe it. Even though she's the most credible person to say it, they won't believe it because it will seem like part of a deal he has with her to keep his name out of it. So he's in a real pickle.
Now, this one's heavy, but I'd like you to ask as honestly as you can. In your opinion, do you think the U.S. government could be incentivizing Ghislaine Maxwell to clear Trump's name?
It's a heavy one. That is a heavy one. I think the way he is running the government, and he is as, in my personal opinion, he's pretty autocratic. He's centralized power in a very real way that we haven't seen in our republic in a long time. He is sort of consolidated, has a bunch of bootlickers around him, for lack of a better word, people who are just loyal to him. Yes, I could see that. I could see him mobilizing the forces that he needs because
baby,
he's put
you
around
are fucking lying to me. Listen here, y'all. I know, baby, I know. Can I pause this real quick, y'all? Let me sit up. I was leaning on one arm, baby. Let me sit up. I know God didn't just drop this on me. I just know he didn't. But I know y'all may want to get the likes up so I won't have to just end. Trump has interaction with Ben Carson. What does that mean? Okay, what that mean, Abel? What that mean? Y'all listen. I need 100 likes. I need 100 likes. Can you type that for me, Janet, in the comment section? I need 100. I know God didn't just drop this on me. I know he didn't. Who is that? Who is that, y'all? Who is that? Who is this? Who is this? Who is that? They done had a sit down talk before? I thought he said he didn't know him good. So they go way back, baby, because this is a young Diddy. This is Puffy. Is this Puffy? Is this P Diddy? Which one is that? He was young here, wasn't he? Yeah, I know good and dang well Trump ain't had no sit down with Diddy. And he acting like he don't know him. See how shit just fall out of nowhere all of a sudden? How evidence start presenting itself? Baby, huh? Have y'all seen this before? Huh? I thought he said he didn't know him well.
You know, Puff Daddy, I'm an entertainer.
So he was Puff Daddy then. So Puff Daddy had a sit down one-on-one with Donald Trump. Oh shit. Breaking news. Young Trump and young Diddy. Baby, I need my likes up, y'all. Hit the like button. I can't give y'all this without my likes up. I need 100. It's 218 people in here. I need 100 likes. I don't know nobody who done played this. Baby, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Somebody want these pedo mafia cats to know that they are exposing their ass. So this was Puff Daddy. I entertain people no matter what. Yeah, you pimp people too, no matter what. Y'all get the likes up. I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go ahead and put the back screen back on until y'all get my likes up. I need 100 likes. And I'm going to just park it. Put the big eyes back on you. Let y'all know I ain't playing. Get the likes up. I'll just hold it for myself and put it on members only. How about that? Let's go on back over here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. They think I'm playing. They ain't moving them likes. Y'all better hit them 3 dots at the top. Or double tap your screen on your phone. Or hit the thumbs up on your computer. You do whatever you want to do.
Autocratic. He's centralized power in a very real way that we haven't seen in our republic in a long time. He is sort of consolidated, has a bunch of bootlickers around him, for lack of a better word, people who are just loyal to him. Yes, I can see that. Everyone. That is
incentivizing Ghislaine Maxwell to clear Trump's name?
It's a heavy one. That is a heavy one. I think the way he is running the government, and he is as, in my personal opinion, he's pretty autocratic. He's centralized power in a very real way that we haven't seen.
Hey, Mary,
in
hey,
our
Trudy,
republic
y'all hit
in
the
a
like
long
button
time.
coming
He is
in.
sort of consolidated, has a bunch of bootlickers around him, for lack of a better word, people who are just loyal to him.
Please.
Yes, I could see that.
He said,
I could
oh,
see
Dwayne
him
said, oh,
mobilizing
my.
the forces that he needs because he's put around in positions of power people who are only loyal to him.
But y'all, that's T. That's T. Baby. That was T, wasn't it, Dwayne? Baby, that was T for me. That was T for me. That's T. But it's cool, because I do upload and put it on members only, baby. It don't make me no never mind.
He is as, in my personal opinion, he's pretty autocratic. He's centralized power in a very real way that we haven't seen in our republic in a long time. He is sort of consolidated, has a bunch of bootlickers around him, for lack of a better word, people who are just loyal to him. Yes, I could see that. I could see him mobilizing the forces that he needs because he's put around in positions of power people who are only loyal to him. They're not loyal to the Republic necessarily. They are loyal to
That
Trump.
T hot.
And if he wants something done because he's put those people in positions of authority, I think he could. I think he could incentivize her to clear his name and potentially get away with it and have the cover of the people around him.
Guys, my name is Jackson. Hi, thank you for watching this video.
He really didn't give the connection, but he stirred the pot. Baby, I need 95 likes because it only went up 5. Oh yeah, now let me go on to whatever. What did I have next? Okay, I got that one out the way. Now, what was this one? No, that one not. What is this one? He said the judge is now coming for the jury. Let me hear him now. Let's hear him.
So the Judge Arun is coming after the jury, guys. Judge Arun is coming after the jury. Judge Arun is speaking up against the jury. The conviction and power in this statement is so interesting. And we have to get into who these people could be that...
Who thought the judge was just gone. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Against the jury. The conviction and power in this statement is so interesting. And we have to get into who these people could be that are threatening PD. So the Judge Arun is coming after the jury, guys. Judge Arun. So the Judge Arun is coming after the jury, guys. Judge Arun is coming after the jury. Judge Arun is speaking up against the jury. The conviction and power in this statement is so interesting. And we have to get into who these people could be that are threatening P. Diddy. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Click that button and subscribe. It is daily and consistent content, guys. If you don't click that button and subscribe to the channel, Janice and her wig are coming after you guys. You don't want that. So please click that button and subscribe. It's just one click.
It's very important that y'all support
the judge is coming for the jury. He's not buying what the jury were trying to sell. He knows from the sidelines what was going on when that verdict was basically being read out for what the jurors have decided. Because this is what he states. Combs' Mann Act arguments might have traction in a case that didn't involve evidence of violence.
Now, are y'all listening? Because I don't know what he has fully said, but I know what I've been saying. And I know the judge has peeped it because he intentionally made it a point on purpose to write the instructions where there should have been no understanding. None. He did it on purpose. And he also knows that jury number 25, who insisted within an hour of going back and reading the instructions, said that he could not follow those instructions. He could not strong arm them. Nor did he want to, because he did not want to give Diddy and his defense team the opportunity to win an appeal. So he let it ride. Okay? That's why Diddy been begging, but now we finding out the whole defense team done went in on Trump. Cause this man right here clipped their wings. On purpose. He beat them at their own game. And I believe that he knows that a state case is coming. And if he do get pardoned, I'm going to tell you, it's going to look bad on Trump, because he going to turn right back around and be found guilty, and ain't shit Trump going to be able to do. And then he would have stamped his name to assisting another predator. And his base has already let him know that if you pardon Diddy, it's a wrap. We already looking at you with our side eye. We know you in these files. You done moved this chick and you trying to act like you didn't know the shit was going down. Because you know Congress was coming to go get them files. So you moved quickly. Not knowing that old Summer Lee Oversight Committee was going to get them files unredacted into white. See? So if you stamp Diddy, who you act like you don't know, but somebody done dropped it to AunTeaFee, that there's a whole, kumbaya with Diddy and Trump. Now, how you gonna get out of there? How you gonna get out of there? Oh, man, I'm gonna tell you again, old Trumpty Dump Dump. You better let Diddy rock his ass and get in there and put his dukes up and fight his own battles, because you got your own. But let's go. Let's go. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about AunTeaFee. Y'all may not even want to support her like y'all should. But the tea is hot, baby. And the tea is real. Yeah. 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 And yeah, I laugh in their face. I sure do. Because they say I don't know what I'm talking about. But the devil is a lie. Let's go.
From the sidelines, what was going on when that verdict was being... You guys have to do, and let's get into this video, guys. The judge is coming for the jury. He's not buying what the jury were trying to sell. He knows from the sidelines what was going on when that verdict was basically being read out from what the jurors have decided, because this is what he states. Combs' Mann Act arguments might have traction in a case that didn't involve evidence of violence, corruption, and coercion and subjugation in connection with the acts of prostitution.
So he's saying that his situation had all of that in there. He said it would be different if it didn't, but it did. And he knows that it did. So for them to overlook it means that they did it on purpose. That's what he's saying, just in case for the slow ones in the back. Let's go.
Have decided, because this is what he states. Combs' Mann Act arguments might have traction in a case that didn't involve evidence of violence, corruption, and coercion and subjugation in connection with the acts of prostitution at issue. But the record here contains evidence of all three.
What you say?
Check out these deals of
the evidence contains it.
the week at Walgreens.
So that means that they intentionally looked over it. And he knows it. Do y'all understand that? Tom Dum, I know you still in the bushes listening. Tom Dum. Huh? So, in other words, the judge is saying it's more to it than just what they convicted him on. He's not the judge, he's there for life. Yeah, they have lifetime. Only death can keep him from it. Only death can keep him from it. No, so he gonna have to be like somebody else, not Comey. Nope.
Prostitution at issue, but the record here contains evidence.
What was that pressure? Was that color purple? I done already gave Dwayne Dougie Fresh. That right there was color purple. Me and you shall never part. Y'all can tell I got some risk, can't you? Yes, indeed. Only death can keep me from it.
Prostitution at issue, but the record here contains evidence of all three.
Yes.
While Diddy may contend at sentencing that this evidence should be discounted and that what happened was nothing more than a case of willing swingers utilizing the voluntary services of escorts for their mutual pleasure, the government takes the opposite view. The Cassie, Jane were beaten, coerced, threatened, lied to, and victimized by Diddy as part of their participation in...
Did y'all hear the judge? This ain't what AunTeaFee said. This is what the judge says. And again, I'm saying to you, he is saying that y'all should have got that if y'all would have followed my instructions.
While Diddy may contend at
okay? But y'all intentionally, Judge, well, I need to make you a little smaller because they can't see you right now. So let me shrink that. Are y'all getting my lights up? Because I'm going to tell y'all now. And Pressure, you fell off in here and my lights didn't go up. Hey, Lisa, you can't buy it back. I Pressure me. He talk. I had to give him some color purple. Y'all come on there. Y'all know I ended. I'm just gonna tell y'all that now. Before we listen to this over here, baby, I can't wait to get the lights up so that we can hear this together. This one, Diddy and Trump sitting in the tree. Well, no, I can't say they was KISSING. I can't wait to give y'all this one. Where's it at? Why the screen black? Oh, Lord, my screen tripping. Can't open camera. Why you can't open camera? Okay, well, let me show y'all. It said the lights ain't up. My boss say I can't open the camera because the lights ain't up. Well, okay, camera. I'll get in the back screen. You fell out the bushes. Baby, you can sure tell I got some rest, can't you? Well, let's go back to listening. Because the judge, judge, I ain't going to try to say your last name because I know I'm going to screw it up. But, Sumo Rocket, yeah, judge, I tried to tell them that you were new to it, you was true to it, and you peeped that game. They took your kindness for weakness. That's how they be trying to do me on the lights. So you just had to show them better than you could tell them, and you had to pop that ass, pop that ass, pop that ass, pop that ass, like you was playing spades, and you just pop, set a nigga. I got him falling out the bushes, don't I? Yes, indeed, honey. This should have been the day I camped up. Let's listen now, because I tried to tell them, Judge, but I know they didn't want to hear it from you. But I'm telling you, you slapped their asses. You slapped them upside the head. You put that spade, you put that hot joker on your forehead. You kind of put a little spin on it, and you put that hot joker on your forehead, and you kept popping it, and you threw it down on the table and said, "Get up, get your ass." What y'all know about that hot joker on the forehead? Huh? What y'all know about that high joker sitting on that forehead and just letting it sit there when somebody don't know that they asses is sick? But you put that high joker right there on their forehead because you know you finna tag that ass, huh? Tag that ass. What? Tag that ass. And they finna get up. Now get the stepping. Woo! Yes, indeed.
Might have traction in a case that didn't.
Oh, how funny!
Was basically being read
this
out.
Funny to me.
Jurists have decided because this is what he states.
Oh, this funny to me.
Mann Act arguments might have traction in a case that didn't involve evidence of violence, corruption, and coercion and subjugation in connection with the acts of prostitution at issue. But the record here contains evidence of all three.
Evidence of all three.
While Diddy may contend at sentencing that this evidence should be discounted and that what happened was nothing more than a case of willing swingers utilizing the voluntary services of escorts for their mutual pleasure, the government takes the opposite view. The Cassie, Jane were beaten, coerced, threatened, lied to, and victimized by Diddy as part of their participation in these events. That makes this case unlike any of the cases Diddy points to and places it outside the narrow exception to detention that Congress otherwise deemed mandatory. To be clear, as indicated on my July 2nd hearing, the court offers no view as to how the parties' competing arguments about the evidence will cash out for purposes of sentencing, which is happening in just 60 days. At this juncture, however, the record doesn't establish the kind of...
He said, what now? I'm trying to get this camera to work.
Outside the narrow exception to detention that Congress otherwise deemed mandatory. To be clear, as indicated on my July 2nd hearing, the court offers no view as to how the parties' competing arguments about the evidence will cash out for purposes of sentencing, which is happening in just 60 days. At this juncture, however, the record doesn't establish the kind of out-of-ordinary exception.
Who is Cam?
The government takes the opposite view. The Cassie, Jane were beaten, coerced, threatened, lied to, and victimized by Diddy as part of their participation in these events. That makes this case unlike any of the cases Diddy points to and places it outside the narrow exception to detention that Congress otherwise deemed mandatory. To be clear, as indicated on my July 2nd hearing, the court offers no view as to how the parties' competing arguments about the evidence will cash out for purposes of sentencing, which is happening in just 60 days. At this juncture, however, the record doesn't establish the kind of out-of-ordinary exceptional circumstances required immediate release. So Judge Arun is acknowledging in regards to Jane and Cassie. He's mentioned Jane and Cassie in this bail denial, talking about coercion and beating, basically aiding and abetting to the conversations of sex trafficking. He is acknowledging this in his bail denial letter. The 5th bail denial letter, he is acknowledging this. This is a kick in the face to the jurors. He's directly coming for them, and he's acknowledging this in a bail denial letter, which to me shows that he will re-acknowledge this at the sentencing and also take that into consideration, that the jurors have gotten things wrong. The jurors themselves were smiling out of the van when I saw them there. Some of the jurors, you know, were given awkward, odd interviews, looking like damn Mr. Bean, whoever that guy was. And then you have, you know, a majority male jurors where things were just very questionable when it came to the verdict. So he's making it very clear, Judge Arun, that there's clear evidence here, and he's discussing Jane and Cassie. He's talking about the coercion, and basically coercion is a strong word to use here, that they were subjugated to so much crap that they were ordered around to do things, basically adding to the list of what RICO and what trafficking really is. Judge Arun is looking at it very differently than the jurors. That is big news. Big news, because it's not the jurors who decide the sentencing, it is Judge Arun. And so, you know, normally a judge and the jurors can kind of co-align with certain stipulations. That's not happening here. They're on very different sidelines to this conversation. And I also feel like Maureen Comey, Auntie Maureen getting fired, I also feel like is another big issue, and I think that he's also looking at it from that particular avenue as well. Not entirely, but I feel like that in itself definitely has an effect on the sentencing and what's going to happen. Who are these people that basically tried to threaten Diddy at the MDC? Who were these people? They were other inmates. It seems that a big scenario took place where Diddy either was threatened or attacked. A lot of the information was redacted in regards to what the defense was saying. An entire page was gone where a scenario happened at the MDC where Diddy, you know, basically got either beaten up or threatened by people. He has enemies in the prison. I don't know who these people are, but they are heavy hitters on Diddy's case.
What's wrong with these burger buns? They taste perfectly delicious, but due to a production mishap, their bottoms are slightly curved instead of flat. Traditional grocery stores wouldn't sell these in perfect brioche buns, but Misfits Market can. Unlike traditional.
Now, when it comes to the sentencing, after this letter, I do believe that Judge Arun is going to give this man a harsh sentence, which to me shows that he will re-acknowledge this at the sentencing and also take that into consideration, that the jurors have gotten things wrong. The jurors themselves were smiling out of the van when I saw them there. Some of the jurors, you know, were given awkward, odd interviews, looking like damn Mr. Bean, whoever that guy was. And then you have, you know, a majority male jurors where things were just very questionable when it came to the verdict. So he's making it very clear, Judge Arun, that there's clear evidence here. And he's discussing Jane and Cassie. He's talking about the coercion, and basically coercion is a strong word to use here, that they were subjugated to so much crap that they were ordered around to do things, basically adding to the list of what RICO and what is. Judge Arun is looking at it very differently than the jurors. That is big news.
Sure is big news.
It's not the jurors who decide the sentencing, it is Judge Arun. And so, you know, normally a judge and the jurors can kind of co-align with certain stipulations. That's not happening here. They're on very different sidelines to this conversation. And I also feel like Maureen Comey, Auntie Maureen getting fired, I also feel like is another big issue. And I think that he's also looking at it from that particular avenue.
Oh man, it's just stuck.
Like itself definitely has an effect on the
It won't let me show y'all nothing.
Who are these people that basically tried to threaten Diddy at the MDC? Who were these people? They were other inmates. It seems that a big scenario took place where Diddy either was threatened or attacked.
So the judge says, although they act like they didn't see it,
me shows that he will re-acknowledge this at the sentencing.
Oh, it was there. And I cannot overlook it, although all you people are saying what he was convicted of. The judge is saying that there was evidence that they should have been able to recognize. They overlooked it, and I cannot overlook it because they played like they didn't see it or hear it, like there wasn't evidence. He's saying that there was evidence. They intentionally overlooked it, okay? But he is not. Pretty much what he's saying. For the ones in the back that still want to play dumb, Let's go.
This in his bail denial letter, the fifth.
So he put it out there. So there won't be no misunderstanding. So y'all could stop playing with me. So y'all could stop running to me. Stop playing in my face. You know and I know. In other words. So that's why it on went from Diddy saying, oh, he need to be renewed. All the white people like him need to go, da 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 da, to now he wants to eat some ass. Now he want to sacrifice his own rear end to old Trump to dump. What's that sound? Me and you, Trump, go a long way back. Yeah, we go a long way back. Remember when? I remember when we was friends. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Now you want to remember, and so somebody dropped it to me. I got it right over here.
Time of day.
But y'all ain't got my likes up. I told y'all I need 100 likes. And it's right here. Maybe we need to hear Trump's voice in it. Let's see.
You know, whether you like it or not, I go all day, all night.
I will tell you that you do fantastically well.
Is that Trump?
Yes.
Is that Trump talking? Y'all better give my likes up. I tell you, you do a fantastic job. Diddy and Trump.
I go all day, all night.
You sure do. That's what old girl said. You go all day, all night. Ain't that what she said? Let's be friends.
You do fantastically well.
Yes.
You know, just tremendous. You really, it takes a tough guy. Hey, it takes the brain.
So they go way back. Y'all better get my likes up. I promise you it's going on, what is it? Wow, can you believe it? And Trump say he really don't know him. And somebody done dropped the receipts that they done set down. Trump, now he telling them how good of a job he does. They stroking each other's ego. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. The Trump, Diddy Trump, did Trump. Yeah, you know. Trump Diddy, you know. Trump Diddy. Huh?
Parties' competing arguments about the evidence will cash out for purposes of sentencing, which is happening in just 60 days. At this juncture, however, the record doesn't establish the kind of out-of-ordinary, exceptional circumstances required immediate release. So Judge Arun is acknowledging in regards to Jane and Cassie. He's mentioned Jane and Cassie in this bail denial, talking about coercion and beating, basically aiding and abetting to the conversations of sex trafficking. He is acknowledging this in his bail denial letter. The fifth bail denial letter, he is acknowledging this. This is a kick in the face to the jurors. He's directly coming for them, and he's acknowledging this in a bail denial letter, which to me shows that he will re-acknowledge this at the sentencing and also take that into consideration, that the jurors have gotten things wrong. The jurors themselves were smiling out of the van when I saw them there. Some of the jurors, were given awkward, odd interviews, looking like that Mr. Bean, whoever that guy was. And then you have, a majority male jurors where things were just very questionable when it came to the verdict. So he's making it very clear, Judge Arun, that there's clear evidence here. And he's discussing Jane and Cassie. He's talking about the coercion, and basically coercion is a strong word to use here. That they were subjugated to so much
pressure.
Crap
You still
that they
here?
were ordered around to do things. Basically adding to the list of what Rico and what's
Pressure, are you still here? I'm putting a spade on my forehead for you. Up pressure. Pressure. Big pressure. Don't make me bebop you. Yeah. So, pressure, this is for you. Can you hear me with your good ear? Turn your ear to the, turn it. to the mic. Arun Subramanian is a federal judge in the United States, specifically a district judge in the Southern District of New York under Article 111, I guess 3 of the U.S. Constitution. Federal judge, including district court judges like Judge Subramanian, holds their office doing good behavior, which essentially means they serve a lifetime appointment. No, baby, I didn't read Supreme Court. The federal judge. This means Judge Subramanian federal term duration is lifetime unless he resigns, retire, or is removed through an impeachment process. No, Comey, that Comey is not a federal judge. Okay? He's there for a lifetime. Okay? This is what I was talking about with them people that sound dumb and look dumb, that was over there asking the same dumbass questions over there in that MO3 section, and they got mad when somebody was saying they was dumb, because all that person had to do was do their own damn research. I'm not talking about you, Pressure, but I'm just saying people got to do their research. Now, listen, y'all, whether y'all know it or not, Pressure knows this. He just trying to play with me to see if he could throw me off my facts. As if I didn't already know this about the federal judge. You understand? Like I said, he would have to, he would. So unless he resigns, retire, or he's impeached, and he ain't gonna be impeached because he gonna file. Okay, but Trump will fire. Hell, Trump couldn't do shit to the people who found him guilty. You understand? If he could get himself off of them 34 federal, yeah, he can't do nothing with that. Yeah. So, are we clear? Are we clear? That's why the defense team is trying to rub elbows with Trump. Please let him make it. Yeah, because y'all got him off here, but the judge is still finna stick it to him. The judge is finna say, take that, take that. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that, take that. And I told you, he gonna tell him, didn't AunTeaFee tell you to start hitting that bag, nigga? Get your dukes up. You better learn to fight. Hell, Kelly got his ass whooped and tried to act like he got sick and food poisoning. No, he got, tell you what type of poisoning he got. That hospital stay. Yeah, he said the same thing. His life was in danger. They trying to kill me up in her. Yeah, our Kelly got a kite sent to him. Somebody put hand, feet, and danglings on him. They gonna do the same thing to Diddy. Huh? What we say the other day? Bring that same energy. Yes. You like doing it, doing something strange with it. Yeah, we got mollies and we got all it up in her. What you need? You want to think that you see stars? You want something rubbed on your nipples and shit? What you need? What you want? We got it up in here. What you need? You tell us how you like it. I can make that happen for you. It can be easy. Just let us know how you like it. Shit, everything you had going on over there, we can give it to you right here. What's the difference, Diddy? I thought that this is what you was into. What? They talking to him like that, y'all. I got something for them dicks, boy. You like to rub it all over your chest? Yeah, you like a whole bunch of folk pissing in folk mouths and stuff. What? Well, what's your pleasure? What's your pleasure? You like somebody, you like to talk in people's ear when you land, while they was laying there, when you in their ear. Yeah, you like it. Yeah, take that. Like you was giving it. Yeah, all they saying is bring that same energy from the top to the bottom. And Diddy got scared. I can't believe Diddy scared. You got a bad boy for life title. Okay, so we clear. I can remove this about the judge. He ain't going nowhere. He just like Diddy. He ain't going nowhere. So that's why they have to plead to, yeah, because what good are you saying that y'all beat the case, but you didn't beat the judge? God dang. Oh, that's cold-blooded. Y'all, my likes ain't up, so I'm going to get ready to end this in a minute. I'm going to tell y'all that now. I'm not going past 2 hours, and my likes ain't up. I said I need what I need. And if y'all want the tea, then y'all get my likes up. If not, I'll just end it. I ain't got no... Who financially supports Trump? I don't know. Sound like pressure. No, what I got next? Let me hear. Do right thing to do. Ain't no right thing to do. The right thing. Let's finish hearing what he's saying.
It really is. Judge Arun is looking at it very differently than the jurors. That is big news. Big news, because it's the coercion, and basically coercion is a strong word to use here. That they were subjugated to so much crap that they were ordered around to do things, basically adding to the list of what RICO and what trafficking really is. Judge Arun is looking at it very differently than the jurors. That is big news. Big news, because it's not the jurors who decide the sentencing. It is
okay, y'all, hold on.
Arun.
I'm gonna have to do this so I can make so that y'all can see the little time I'ma still. It ain't gonna even let me do that. I mean, is it stuck? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? It's still saying can't open. Dang. What's going on now with the trial? Yeah, I don't know why it's telling me I can't open. Hold on. Let me let y'all hear. It's tripping. It's saying my likes ain't up.
The jurors can kind of co-align with certain stipulations. That's not happening here. They're on very different sidelines to this conversation. And I also feel like Maureen Comey, Auntie Maureen getting fired, I also feel like is another big issue. And I think that he's also looking at it from that particular avenue as well. Not entirely, but I feel like that in itself definitely has an effect on the sentencing and what's going to happen. Who are these people that basically try to threaten Diddy at the MDC? Who were these people? They were other inmates. It seems that a big scenario took place where Diddy either was threatened or attacked. A lot of the information was redacted in regards to what the defense was saying. An entire page was gone where a scenario happened at the MDC where Diddy, basically got either beaten up or threatened by people. He has enemies in the prison. I don't know who these people are, but they are heavy hitters on Diddy's case. Now, when it comes to the sentencing, after this letter, I do believe that Judge Arun is going to give this man a harsh sentence. Diddy can't sit there now and argue against the judge, because it was Diddy and his own big-ass mouth who sat there in court talking about the judge. I just want to say you're doing a great job. He interjected and wanted to give the judge so many compliments to obviously please him or get on his good side. So you can't now sit here and fight the judge if he gives you a harsh sentence, because you were running your mouth anyways talking about how much you like this man. Not only that, but this is your 5th bail denial. What makes you think that these continuous bail packages that keep getting denied, that you keep submitting,
they are just now today realizing that there is a connection with Diddy, Trump, Epstein, and Maxwell. Now, I know I've been saying it for the longest. They're just now getting that information today. So just like all this other stuff is dropping, that just dropped too. TMZ just got it today. So it just, I mean, he can do it. But like I said before you got here, they got a state case coming. Now, I ain't no Trump fan, but I'm going to tell you now, he already planning to pardon Maxwell, which is not going to do good with his party because they know he is covering. The not the Supreme Court, the Oversight Committee got it passed that the DOJ has to give them unredacted info. All of it, every bit of it, every 1,000 and some pages, huh? Yeah, they want it. They got what, April 19th. So he can if he want to, but then he already knows that that is going to impeach him. If he touch, oh girl, and I'm talking about pardon, Maxwell and Diddy. And Diddy got state cases coming. So he can pardon him for a minute. But he's going to come right back on, going on trial in October. That he going to be found guilty of. And ain't not a pardon going to work for him. So he would have put his name on Diddy. And his base ain't going for it. He already got some of mega going against him. But he do what he want to do anyway. At this point, he know this right now is about who can save him. And Diddy done already threatened him. That's why he came out and said what he said about Diddy. Because Diddy threatened him with videos of him. Yeah. So, yeah. That's why evidence and shit is falling out the clouds.
For you when it comes to your sentencing, it's going to look really bad for you. Judge Arun is pissed you like this man. Not only that, but this is your 5th bail denial. What makes you think that these
dumb girl
bail
comes out saying let him be. Now, I know I didn't show up in the Supreme. I know I didn't show up on my subpoena. I know I didn't show up on my subpoena. Because I know I told y'all I was afraid for my life and I was afraid to go against it. I mean, I know what I said. I know what I said when I sat down with the feds and told y'all everything. But now I'm saying he done gave his life to the Lord and he's been redeemed. By what? So that judge said, girl, you stupid. Y'all playing in my face again. I mean, it's so funny because I totally understand how the judge feel when folk playing in your face. I know how I am when people just playing in my face. And I say, oh, okay. So judge is saying, oh, okay. Denied. Because now I'm going to give you a little rough justice. I think you're doing it because he's threatening you. I think you're doing this because he's saying it's your fault. I understand that, but Diddy can't benefit him. Not if he's scared of them. Not if he's scared of them Epstein files. Hell, if he's scared of the Epstein files being leaked, then he's scared of videos in uncompromising positions that Diddy have with minors. What the hell? When Diddy found out that he moved, oh girl, he sent a kite to Trump. Saying you worrying about her, you need to be worrying about me. I got videos of you. I got videos. Uncompromising videos. See, Diddy didn't necessarily keep a list. He kept videos. He recorded everything, everybody. So he sent that kite. Trump got pissed, went online, and said what he said. But what he said was that he really didn't know Diddy. Although he I guess he don't watch AunTeaFee. I done showed plenty pictures of y'all together, and now I done got a kite saying.
You know about that? Yeah, I'm an entertainer. I entertain people.
Y'all don't sit down and have a conversation.
What time of day, you know, whether you like it or not. I go all day, all night.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I will tell you that you do fantastically well.
Yes.
You know, just tremendous.
And Trump done sat down and had a whole damn conversation with that y'all can't listen to because y'all ain't got my likes up. But it's going out. Yeah, it's going out. It's just that y'all won't be the first one to hear it because y'all won't get my likes up.
So you can't now sit here and fight the judge if he gives you a harsh sentence because you were running your mouth anyways talking about how much you like this man. Not only that, but this is your 5th being denied that you keep submitting is going to look good for you when it comes to your sentencing. It's going to look really bad for you.
I don't know why this won't
Obviously
open.
pleasing or getting his good side.
Island 54.
You can't now sit here and fight the judge if he gives you a harsh sentence because you were running your mouth anyways talking about how much you like
So
this
now
man.
my picture
Not only
down.
that, but this is your 5th bail denial. What makes you think that these continuous bail packages that keep getting denied, that you keep submitting, is going to look good for you when it comes to your sentencing? It's going to look really bad for you. Judge Arun is pissed. He's denied 3, 2 other judges denied the other 2. You've been denied continuously. That doesn't look good for your sentencing. And I do believe that Judge Arun is going to give him the maximum amount for these man.
What audio is out?
I believe it's because he is a danger to the community.
Okay, if that's how you want to look at it.
Because he can't be policed in private areas, which is basically was written for why the bail now was denied because of private areas that he can't be policed. So I think that this man now, dare I say it, I was going to say a year or 2, but I feel like this man is looking at 5 to 10 years in prison. After the way that this is all coming out, and for the fact that Judge Arun acknowledged and spoke about the evidence of Cassie and Jane and coercion and basically the pressure that they were going through, I think to me is huge because the jurors themselves have sat there and said that Diddy is not guilty of this.
Can y'all still
so
hear?
why is the judge mentioning this? The judge is mentioning this because he believes otherwise. The judge is mentioning this because he wants to lay out all of this because you are putting this in a bail denial letter. You are considering what the government has proposed and fought for in a trial to explain why this man should not be released in regards to him being violent. It's not just about him being policed in certain environments and that he can't be policed. It's also about the fact that what the government has proposed in regards to Jane and Cassie and in regards to what kind of pressure, subjugation and abuse that they've been through, and all of this is part of it. Otherwise he wouldn't have included it in his letter. Do you think that if a juror was sitting there and writing a letter as a bail denial that they would have included any of that with Cassie and Jane? No, because they didn't see him as guilty of that. So it's a big distinction. Now Gina's dumb looking ass is looking like an absolute idiot talking about writing a whole letter for this man and that, you know, he was violent but he changed for me and etc. You thought that that letter would do something. If you don't go back into hiding because you're wasting all of our time, if you don't go back into hiding, wasting our time, you're wasting our time. You're similar to Jane, you're just wasting our time. Go away from me with this. Your letter did nothing. You look like an even more of a bigger idiot, to be honest with you, and you probably did all of that because you have no integrity, no morals and no values, and you took a paycheck from this man and his family. Christian Combs looks like an idiot doing a whole interview with Billboard talking about this man is coming home when he's not coming home, beloved. Your father has been denied bail and he's in jail. All of these people are talking too much. Close your mouth. Do you understand? Christina Coram, she's the one that has 50,000 teeth, but you don't see her talking. You don't need to close your mouths. Do you understand? Just stop talking. Your dad's not home yet. Until your dad is home sitting with you in your house, then you can run around and do interviews. But right now, that man keeps getting his bail denied. And these bail denials, these continuous bail denials that this man is facing is going to massively impact his sentencing. I honestly thought that he would have been released. You can't call it with Judge Arun. You can't call it. The man said, why are you lying about MDC conditions when clearly you were doing great at MDC because you're still alive today? Why are you lying talking about you're not a violent person because your lawyer already said that for you anyways? His lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, messed up here. Yes, big win for the RICO acquittal. Big win. But you messed up by saying that this is the domestic violence case, calling your client violent. You messed that up big, and I know that he regrets that. I know that he's pissed about that. I know that Diddy is pissed about that because Diddy was told to shut up every time he wanted to speak, even up until, you know, prior to the bail hearing. He wanted to say something. He wanted to speak. His lawyers always told him to shut up. They crowded around him and they said, stop speaking. So he didn't say anything. only for his own damn lawyer to describe him as violent, and that was the reason for why his bail has been denied twice, and for why he's still at the MDC right now. And they're not going to do another bail package now. That's the last one. They're not that dumb enough to do another bail package. They're going to wait now for a month and a half, October, to the sentencing. We're going to see what Diddy's defense are going to say and respond to this. Are they going to try to appeal this? Probably. But, you know, this is a win for prosecution. And they need that, considering that they lost quite heavily in the trial when it came to the verdict. Judge Arun is not playing around. And I feel like this man is going to give him a maximum amount. And I also feel like he's speaking up against the jurors, the jury. He doesn't like what they said, because why would you even include that in your bail denial?
And they
you
know
didn't need
this.
to include all of that.
And now they didn't like that Clayton came out saying that they are asking for 10 plus years per person. Let's hear this. But
and jail. Not at all.
White men like Trump need to be banished.
If you're Donald Trump, why, if you reread those comments, should you contemplate a potential pardon?
We went to them with questions and they refused to answer. That is very strange.
What we have here is just a black female Alex Jones. I mean, that's really what she is. Bomb thrower. Let's like conspiracy theory. First of all, she should not be pardoned whatsoever. There would be no Epstein without Ghislaine Maxwell.
okay, y'all, I'm gonna go out and come back in, and let's see if y'all can get the likes up. So do y'all need to see them, or y'all just want to hear them?
She wants to get out of prison. That's exactly why she would.
Well, we anticipate that on October 3rd, hopefully he'll be coming home. We do not think that he should spend another day.
I spoke when I came in and hit the like button.
White men like Trump.
And my comments were removed. Something went
If you're
wrong.
Donald Trump,
Yeah, my system is tripping because they didn't hit the like button. So now,
should you contemplate?
let me hang up and come back in, y'all. I'm fixing to jump through the file. Yeah, they need to hit the like button. Yeah, Vicky says she something was removed, and something. That may be no. I see that, but it won't even allow y'all to see the picture, cause I put y'all on punishment for not hitting the like button. Now I want to hear this debate right here, and they starting it with what Diddy said about Trump. And the defense team knows that the judge ain't budging. They know now. The judge done put it out there. Although he only got found guilty of the Mann Act, there was clear evidence that they just overlooked, that I am not going to overlook. So now they saying, oh, Trump, oh, you're the best ever. And then he's saying, no. But Clayton is telling me, because he said Clayton is very smart. He's a very smart guy. And Clayton is saying, oh, yeah, he did this. Trump, don't do it. He needs more than what Comey was asking for. That now they want 10 plus years for each. Now this is after Diddy tried to threaten Trump. Baby! You know I love you. After he tried to threaten Trump, he had his homeboy look over and recommend more than 10 years each. So now the whole defense team is running the Trump. Y'all, let me end this since y'all can't see it. I'll be right back. Give me until about 8:35. Let me get it set up. Now he asked him for 10 plus years. Now, I don't know if he gonna do it, but all I do know is before Clayton even came this way, he was already saying, no, y'all playing in my face. Clear-cut evidence that they overlooked. So that means that somebody paid somebody off. And it ain't going down like that. I'll be back.